This will be the second go round trying to learn Bernadette Peters' Sunday in the Park with George. Minute 6:22 is where I'm starting. And it begins with her speaking, George, why is it that you always get to sit in the shade as she's posing for his picture painting? George Seurat. Let's see, more trees. George, why is it you always get to sit in the shade while I have to stand in the sun? George? Hello, George. There is someone in this dress. Trickle of sweat. The back of the head. He always does this. Now the foot is dead. Sunday in the Park with George. One more. The collar is damp, beginning to pinch. The bustle slipping. I won't budge 1 inch. Who is at the zoo, George? Who is at the zoo? The monkeys and who, George? The monkeys and who? Don't move, please. Oh. Artists are bizarre, fixed, cold. That's you, George, you're bizarre, fixed, cold. I like that in a man, fixed, cold. God, it's hard up here. Well, there are worse things than staring at the water on a Sunday. There are worse things than staring at the water as you're posing for a picture being painted by your lover in the middle of the summer on an island in the river on a Sunday. Dum da da da, bum ba ba bum, bum ba ba bum, bum bum da da da, da da da, dum da da da, do, do do do, do. Petticoats wet, which adds to the weight. The sun is blinding. All right, concentrate. Dinner Park with George. Look at that water, not at me. Sunday in the Park with George. Concentrate. Concentrate. Okay. Well, if you want bread and respect and attention, not to say connection, modeling's no profession. If you want instead, when you're dead, some more public and more permanent expression of affection, you want a painter, poet, sculptor, preferably marble, granite, bronze. You were more with swans are stable forever. All it has to be is good. And George, you're good. You're really good. George's stroke is tender. George's touch is pure. Your eyes, George. I love your eyes, George. I love your beard, George. I love your size, George. But most, George, of all. But most of all, I love your I think I'm fading. The tip of a stay, right under the tit. No, don't give in, just lift the arm a bit. Don't lift the arm, please. Into the park with George. The bustle high, please. Not even a nod, as if I were trees. The ground could open. He would still say, please. Never know with you, George. Who can know with you? The others know I knew, George. Before we get through, I'm good to you too. God, I am so hot. There are worse things than staring at the water on a Sunday. There are worse things than staring at the water as you're posing for a picture after sleeping on the ferry, after getting up at 7 to come over to an island in the middle of a river half an hour from the city on a Sunday. On a Sunday. In the park with, don't move the mouth, George. Here we go. George.